Yes.
They're focusing on, yeah, like.
Yeah, it's
Ready, guys? Okay, good afternoon, everybody. The Santa Cruz Valley Unified School District number 35 Governing Board calls this meeting to order on June the 9th, 2026 at 5 p.m. in the Governing Boardroom, District Office, 570 Camino Lito Galindo, Rio Rico, Arizona. Can we please stand for the pledge? Mr. Beach, will you lead us with the pledge? Thank you.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Roll call, Ms. Alma de la Riva, Mr. Brad Beach, Mr. Rene Ramirez, absent. ¿Dónde estamos? Mr. Ben Guerrero.
Present.
And me, we do have a quorum. Thank you very much. Adoption of the agenda,
No recommended changes.
no recommended changes, so we have no motion. Call to the public? No.
We still have to,
Do we have to?
adopt it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Motion passes. Sorry. Call to the public? There's no call to the public, and we are moving on. The presentation, superintendent's report.
I created a little infographic to kind of show you where we're at with all of our projects. The first picture that you see is the new pickup line at San Cayetano. We covered that. The concrete will come next week. I thought a photo was better than.
Yes, that's just to say.
And then, so that area that's under the pickup lane will be, we'll have a sidewalk. They're coming next week to put that up, but I thought you'd like to see that.
Yeah.
And then the second photo is just showing the weatherization at Calabasas. As you can see, it looks like a totally different building. That's just a snippet of what all of the buildings look like. They've also done all of the fencing in yellow. Right now, they're in process with tearing up all of the sidewalks to fix the drainage and the grading. I did not include a photo of that, but that's just kind of what the outside's looking like. And then if you can scroll down, just Audra, you can keep going. And then I just kind of made a list to let you know the other areas that we're working on. The Aquatic Center shade structure installation started this week. I'll be able to provide updates at the next board meeting with some photos of that. We're also installing a shade structure over the athletic field at Calabasas. I don't know if you've ever been out there, but there's zero shade. So we're adding some shade there. So Aside from that, all of the sites are currently undergoing deep cleaning. We have some classroom moves. The TLA, office is also being demolished. Meg and her team, I think, have successfully moved over to their new area in Calabasas. And so pretty soon when you come around the roundabout, you'll notice that that building is gone. So you'll know when that one's complete. And I think those are the major projects that we have going on this summer. So I just wanted to give you a couple updates on that. All of the sports teams have started their off-season training. So the high school's in use every day. And swimming lessons started last week. And I know we had another full house. So all those slots were full. The pool is closed this week for the installation of the shade, but it will be reopening as soon as that. And that's all I need.
That's great. That's great. How's it going with you, Meg? Are you guys all settled over
We
there?
are moved. We still have some boxes left to unpack, but we are all moved and we have 6 classrooms near where the Family Resource Center is on.
So that would be the old eighth grade?
Old eighth
Eighth grade building over there? Okay, where the
Yeah.
parking lot is and stuff, right?
Yeah, so I think it's going pretty well and yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. That's
we're
great.
getting it.
Yeah, and that's great. All righty, moving forward, the governing board member report, Ms. Alma de la Riva.
Yes, thank you. I first wish to thank and congratulate all the school principals as well as Megan for a very successful school year. Thank you for all your hard work and thank you for your leadership. And I also want to thank all the school principals for inviting us to be part of their transition ceremonies at San Cayetano, the 2 middle schools, as well as the graduation ceremony at Rio Rico High School. And then second, I attended the ASPA Summer Leadership Institute this last week. As always, their sessions are very informative and leave you with a sense of, motivated for the next school year. I particularly enjoyed their keynote speaker, Mr. John Petz, who spoke about leading with passion and purpose. And I especially like he's a magician, and so he made his session very as informative and as fun as possible. So I especially enjoyed being part of that. So that's it for me.
All righty, thank you very much, Mr. Brad Beach.
Yes, that's me. Everything that Alma said, yeah, thanks to the principals, teachers, admin. We're definitely a family, one big team. And I thought we had an amazing school year. Nothing major came our way, so that's always a good note. And graduation was spot on. I don't know how we got 350 graduates, 55 graduates like that. And yeah, it was, and I didn't hear of any incidents involving our students at what they do afterwards. So yeah, good job to everybody involved, including our custodial staff, everybody. We did go to the conference up at Flagstaff. Something that I took away from it was the number of school closures and how schools are competing for students. And it's become very, I'd say, vicious on how they're going about it. They talked about birth rate, death rate, affordability, housing. They talked about immigration coming in, leading the communities. So all this drives the population of your school district. And Phoenix is a little bit more, I should say, competitive up there because the districts are so close together and they're pulling. And I know we compete with our neighbors to the south, but some of their, they also said about charter schools, ESA are shrinking our enrollment. So we're competing with them. And large corporations have now gotten involved in the schools, in the charter schools. So it's definitely a money-making machine now, and we're definitely competing. So one of the speakers talked about their different groups, school facilities. They said you need to get the word out. And this one school district had a bunch of different groups. One that I thought was pretty cool was faith-based groups. So you get your religious groups, the Mormons, Catholics, Baptists, all, and they have a group. You got, they had a grandparents group. They had a business group, a parent group, a student group. So all these different little groups coming in and, you know, helping formulate our ideas on how to recruit and how to bring students here. And also on some of the decision making with the All Voices Heard, bringing these groups in. Because I know we do a good job with getting surveys out to the community and the staff, but these are actually different groups that come into the school and they have different viewpoints. The faith-based group is gonna maybe have a different viewpoint than what the grandparents would. So I thought it was interesting how they brought different groups in to hear their voices and how to overcome these changes. Also, I know during graduation, I saw a lot of my students from Pearson High School that chose to come up here, and they live in Mexico. So I was good to see about 3 of them walk across that stage. And I asked myself after this lecture, do we have any type of advertising in Mexico that recruits students over here? A lot of them have citizenship here, but live in Mexico. You know, maybe in Mexico, bienvenido a Rio Rico High School. Something like that, but I'll talk to Dave about that. But a large portion, especially at my old school, we had about 80 students a day come from Mexico. And 80 students times 4,000 a piece. You know, if we could take a piece of that and bring it here, it would definitely help us.
Just to clarify, Mr. Beach, per the enrollment laws and the statutes, like those students are either paying out of the country tuition or they have a residential address in our.
Yeah, you usually have the residential, and some of them are American citizens.
Right, the citizenship doesn't matter
Oh,
as long as, I mean, there may be times in which they may spend a night or two and cross back, but they reside in
you
the,
have to show,
they have to reside here, they have to pay tuition,
yeah,
so
yeah.
just.
And that was about it at the conference that I took away as far as the main points. Yep. So that's all I have.
Alrighty, thank you very much, Mr. Guerrero.
Yeah, thank you, Madam President. Yeah, I just want to echo what they said. Congratulations to everybody for a successful school year. And I really hope everybody's catching a little bit of a break before you start gearing up and getting ready for the next school year. So thank you, everybody, for everything you do. And I got to go to the Rio Rico High School graduation. That's the only one I could attend, but it was great. It was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Great time with everybody. And it's always good to see them walk across that and, you know, different expressions for sure. Some people seem really, really happy. Some people seem relieved. But I always find joy in the facial expressions when they're
Yeah.
coming through, right? Because it's completely different. But yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, no, yeah, me too. And I was like echoing with all of them, everything that they said, ditto for me too, because I also went to the ASBA in Flagstaff, which was really, really amazing. The graduation itself was just like, to me, it was really like bittersweet because it was my last class that I taught 6th grade, and those are the kids that were graduating. So it was kind of, it was a little, emotional for me. And even though I did stay another 3 years, but it was not teaching anymore. It was, I was in the distance learning. That was during COVID and all that stuff. So that was kind of a little bittersweet and stuff. But again, thanks to all of the administrators, again, for a very successful year. In Flagstaff, I also, the guy, the Roy, I don't remember what his last name is, but anyway, he was an amazing speaker. And like she said, he did like magician stuff, but he practically has in tears because it was, there was like the 7 hearts and stuff like that. And he went and saw kids that were terminally ill and stuff. And we were just like, oh my God, it just, it was very emotional, but it was wonderful. It was very, very good. And there was one thing that we were invited to go, and I'm hoping that we can probably go later on. There is this up in Casa Grande, they have this COIL. Remember, I don't know what COIL stands for, but I know it's, it's an acronym for something. But he said that there were books that have been written and Casa Grande is in there. And I want to know what it's about, okay? Because they didn't really tell us, but we were sitting with them. So I don't know if anybody has ever heard about the COIL or anything. No, okay, that was first for me too. And I was like, but the guy wasn't very informative, ¿verdad? He was kind of, at first we thought that he was like, really kind of a little bit rude with us because he never acknowledged us. He never said, and he was the superintendent of the schools, and we were like, what the heck's going on with this guy, because nothing, he said hi to the both other people that were there and he just completely ignored us. And I was kind of butthurt. But anyway, I was kind of like, what? Why you ignore me, But anyway, but then he left and then we were like, what is going on? And then he came back afterwards and there was another young lady that had come and they were, I guess, together. And his total attitude completely changed. And you're like, oh, okay, so I guess you are, but he wasn't very approachable. So, but I asked him and I said, what is it that you do? And he really wouldn't tell us. But I told him if we could go and visit. And he said, oh, absolutely. I said, do you have a card? Oh, I'll give you my information letter. Asked me when he gave it to me. Never. But I'm going to go. Okay, we are going to go. We are going to go. But anyway.
I'll let you two go.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I need to let him know what I think about him. But anyway, but I will do that, okay? And then there was another program about with the SROs, okay? And I asked the question, if the money that, because they say that they had so many people that are working, like at SROs or, with police officers and this and that. I mean, thinking of our schools and more, a little bit more, security for us. And I said, okay, does that money come out of our budget or it comes out of yours? And he said it came out of their budget. And that was something that I'm going to really look into and see, how it works. But he says, no, you just let us know what it is and, this and that. And he's the director of the whole state of Arizona. And he has all of this, money and he's got money, to spend. And I thought, well, let's take advantage of him. Let's get a couple of more people down here. If we can, we can put one SRO officer in every school. That would be fantastic, especially if it's not coming out of our budget or anything. So anyway, that was another thing that I'm going to look into. But, everything was, everything that we did over there was amazing. We had a really good time. And I hope that all of the teachers and administrators and everybody is having a good summer, restful, and hopefully, the time flies. It goes like this. And when we least expect it, we're going to be like, oh my God, today's the first day of school. What's going to happen? So, I wish you all luck and I hope you guys all have a great summer. Okay. And thank you for everything that you guys do. I can't say that enough. Thank you. I'm done with that. All right, moving on. Santa Cruz Valley Unified School District number 35, policies. Ms. Lunderville?
No policies to.
There's nothing,
No.
nothing to change, nothing, okay. Consent agenda, approval,
No, B, item B.
item B,
3B.
future topics, I apologize, there we go, future topics. Are there any future topics? Does anybody want to add any future topics? Because we've got, the South 32, and that's, that's about it.
Yeah.
Anybody? No?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know what the possibility is. I've been approached by twice
Mhm.
by parents, community members who are still having a very hard time understanding our grading method, the rubric. And so, to be honest, I'm not very much sure how it works. And so I wasn't able to answer their question. So I'm asking if it's possible, I don't know how it would work, that we would get maybe a presentation of what our grading system is so that I can better understand it and be able to answer our community members' questions when that comes up.
Absolutely.
So I put it, so it's understanding grading rubric, okay, do we have to make a
No.
motion for that one? No? Okay,
Future agenda item.
just for, those are just future agenda items, okay, all right. Anybody else? I mean, I don't think we have anything else, but besides the other things that we're gonna be looking into. All righty, moving on now to consent agenda. Okay, approval of the consent agenda. Any matter on the consent agenda will be removed from the consent agenda and discussed as regular agenda item or items upon the request of any board member. Does anybody have anything, Ms. De La Riva?
None.
None? Mr. Beach?
Number 19.
Number 19? Okay, number 19. Mr. Guerrero, none, and I have none either. Okay, so do we have a motion, please, with the exception of number 19?
Move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Excluding number 19, okay.
So move.
Second, okay. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Motion stays with the exception of number 19. How do we do with that one?
So now you just read the.
Okay, so number 19, it says approval of the time of the out-of-state travel for Dagoberto Lopez and Marinés Alvarez to attend the International Club Tour Training on February the 13th through the 16th of 2027 in Rome, Italy, with expenses covered by EFT Educational Tours.
Yes, Mr. Ramirez had texted all the way from Europe that he would like to board table this item until he gets back. So I'll entertain the motion.
Okay.
Move to table number 19.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Ayes have it. We will table it until Mr. Ramirez comes back. What else? Is that it?
That's the one.
Oh, okay, so at this time, I would like to adjourn this meeting at 5:19. Am I good? Thank you very, very much for being here, all of you. 5:19 PM.
Thank you.